So reference to yesterday's class. So today's class is about HR planning. Anybody who would like to tell me what is HR planning? What is HR planning? Please raise your hand.
Sir, HR planning means effective planning to meet their current and future demands,
Future and current demand of what?
to meet their current and future goals. That's right.
Okay. Anybody else? What is HR planning?
To use the company resources to achieve the company goal or objective, like quality of employees, we can use it.
Okay, remember there are two things. One is the HR planning, and the second is aligning HR strategy with business strategy. Both are different things. I think you guys uh, are talking about a strategic planning of HR or HR strategy. Strategy is something else, but HR planning is something else. HR planning is a process to identify the future human resource needs in the organization and finding ways to fulfill all those future HR needs. HR planning is a process of identifying the future human resource needs and identifying the ways how to fill those vacancies or how to fill those workforce needs in the organization. For example, today we are in 2020 and we want to see that how many human resources or how much staff do we need in the next year, and when do we need. For example, you say we need 50 more employees in 2021. Okay. And if you need 50 employees, when do you need? Do you need in January, in February, in March, in mid of the year, or at the end of the year? For example, you need, let's say maybe you need 20 employees in mid of the year. Maybe you need 30 employees in the last quarter of the year. So if you need 50, 20 employees, which means like 40% of the total manpower requirement you need in the mid of the year. So you have plenty of time available to start the procedure of recruitment. Okay. Now, if you need,
Excuse me, sir.
okay,
Sir, I have a small question. Sir,
please.
why we are emphasizing only the recruitment plan of HR? There are multiple uh, items in the HR department, like you have to strategize accordingly the medical benefits and field force, top management, revisions of HR manuals, policy revisions. Why we are only emphasizing for recruitment of people only?
Because this is HR planning. There is a
But HR
difference
plan,
between HR planning and there is a difference between HR strategy. You are talking about HR strategy. When you talk
okay,
about HR strategy, so the strategy should cover everything. And one part of the strategy is HR planning. This is
right.
misunderstanding. Generally, when we say HR planning, everybody believes that HR planning means all the activities of human resource department. It doesn't mean all the activities of human resource department. It means the workforce need of the organization.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Clear, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Inam has a
But sir,
question that
simultaneous,
how do we need we need more employees in the organization. Yes, this is part of HR planning, because in HR planning you need to identify that how many more employees do we need and why do we need them. Ji Farooq Saab.
In fact, sir, that is uh, due to the growth of the organization, due to the coming plan, departmental plans. Accordingly, that you need how many new headcounts are required for the different departments. That's why.
Sorry, say again.
In fact, that is the manpower planning for the entire fiscal year for the different departments, their requirements, their job need analysis, their job requirements. That's why we plan accordingly.
Okay.
You are talking about this.
So that's why I'm gonna give you this assignment today. That this is only a 15 minutes assignment. I will again make groups of all the class, and you have to discuss about the human resource planning of your organization based on the discussion which we had yesterday, in which we discussed about the future of the organization, that where your organization wants to go in future, and then. Yes, HR planning is done on annual basis. So before start of the next year, you do all the planning for the next year. And once
Right.
Mr. Inam asked a question that is the HR planning an annual procedure or what? For example, there are two types of organization. One is the production oriented organization and the second is service oriented organization. So let me give you example of production oriented. In production oriented organization, the procedures and systems are relatively more organized and controlled. So they make a plan in the beginning of year that how much production they want to have in the next year, what would be their sales strategy, and to meet all the production and sales requirements, we need human resources. For example, today your organization is selling 100 units. Let's say you produce a bottle. Let me give you example of Coca-Cola. Let's say you produce 100 bottles in a year and you sell 100 bottles in a year. The top management says that we have to double our sales. And if we want to sell 200 bottles in next year, then it means we also need to produce 200 bottles as well. Is it so?
Yes.
So we need to, if we want to sell 200 bottles, we also need 200. We need to produce 200 bottles as well. So we need to double our production, right? And to double our production, we need manpower, we need machinery, we need material. Okay. So for example, if one for 100 bottles, we need, let's say glass, we need water, we need sugar, we need calories, we need all those things which are the ingredients of the product, of our product. So we need to double it. And this is material. Then we need people who will convert the material to the final product. And obviously we need more people who are going to produce those products. And then we need people who are going to sell it. So maybe we can say that let's say we have 5 people in sales who are selling 100 units in 1 year. But if we want to double the sale, we need extra people who can focus on the new markets, who can focus on the uh, new shops, who can, let's say, maybe who can go and talk to more customers and who can sell our products. Now, Mr. Inam is saying that can't we calibrate it as per need basis? Do you guys agree? Planning is what? Planning is forecast for our future. And based on forecast, we make a plan that how can we fulfill this forecast. There are two types of planning. One, you can say assumption, and the second is definite. In assumption, we assume that maybe our sale will be double. That is, you can say hypothesis, or you can say it is need. Okay, if we will have demand of 200 units, we will make it and then we will sell it. But what happens if we don't have any plan and we really have demand of 200 units? We really have need. What will happen then? Inam sir, would you like to answer? I want to ask this question from you because you raised this question and now you should answer it. Okay, somebody would like to repeat my question? I think you guys did not understand my question. My question is that, for example, you planned, you did not plan for anything, and suddenly you get an order of double units. For example, you are selling 100 units and your annual sale is 100 units. But in January, you get an order of more 100 units. What will happen then? Can you manage it on need basis? I'm waiting a reply. Can we manage production on need basis? Can we manage sales on need basis? How? If somebody says yes, then please answer me how.
It would be difficult, but the company can hire on urgent basis.
Urgent basis. So for example, we are in the month of January and we get a bulk order for the month of February. What will happen then? I believe if you fail to plan, you plan to fail actually. If you get an order of a double sale for next month and you have not planned for it, uh, you are going to compromise on so many things. The first thing you will compromise is quality. The second thing you will compromise on the cost. Maybe you will rush for the things and you will buy on higher prices, or maybe you will bypass the quality of material as well. Maybe because you are in rush, you have to fulfill the order and you have to deliver it to customers. And thirdly, in the process of emergency, you will also do a lot of wastage. When you will make products in hurry, you will make a lot of wastage.
Sir, when an organization has a capacity of production 100 units, how it can be possible that it can produce 200
Exactly.
units at once? It
Exactly.
cannot be possible.
Yes.
However, if it increases itself by 10%, 20%, then it can be understand that
A
it
slight
can.
change can be managed, but not a big change.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
you can say 10%, 15%, maximum 20%. You can manage.
yes,
You can, let's say, you can request people to work overtime. You can request
yes,
people to, for example, if somebody is visiting, meeting 10 customers, you can request him to meet, let's say, 12 customers for
yes,
temporary period, but not for the long term period.
yes.
So, uh, can you tell me which is the most planned and organized department in any organization?
Supply chain.
Okay. Anybody else? Which is the most organized and planned department in an organization?
HR.
Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah.
No
Finance.
one.
Ilham, you have to write. We can't hear you. So Hira said the most organized department is production and manufacturing.
Finance department, maybe.
Okay, Ilham said finance, Maluda said finance, and then Inam said finance, and then, okay, Inam said legal compliance. No, Inam, you have answered previously correct. The most organized and planned department in any organization is finance. Why, if finance is the most organized department, why can't we make HR department the most organized department? Why do we want to do things in emergency situation? Because remember, finance department never takes any liability on its own shoulder. They always say, uh, we have to face audit, we have to comply with the legal requirement, there is taxation, there is audit department, there is reporting, this and that. They will always have plenty of people available and they will not bypass any kind of thing until or unless there is written order from the chief executive of the organization. Otherwise, they never take any liability on their shoulders. Hashma Saab, do you agree? Because you are from
Yes, I
finance.
agree. Yes.
So if finance department is not taking any liability because they are like, you can say, the treasury of the organization, जिसको खजांची हम लोग कहते हैं. So they are not taking any liability, then why HR should take any liability that, okay, whenever you will say we will find you resources, you will have resources available the next night, next day. It's not possible. We need proper planning. We need proper need identification of resources for our future. So why are we going to take such kind of liabilities on our shoulder and then later on we are going to face the music? This is the reason HR has got less credibility in organization. So we have to enhance the credibility and you can say the service quality of HR department through proper planning. So there is no anything need basis. Need basis can be 10%. And when you do proper planning, let me tell you, you always make a cushion for this need base as well. If you plan for 100 units, you don't plan for 100. You always plan for 120 or 130. You do extra planning. If you want to buy material, you should be, you should always be very positive about your business. So if you think that you are going to make 100 units, you should keep in mind you are making 100, you want to sell 100, but you will sell more than 100. This should be positivity in your mind. If this positivity is there in your mind as an HR person and as a business professional, only then you are going to achieve more than your you can say your targets. वो हम जब छोटे होते थे ना तो अम्मी ने कहना, जा बेटा दही तो लेकर आना. अम्मी वो तो दुकान ही बंद हो गई होगी, याद है ना? Sorry, my friends who can't understand Urdu, but you know, when we were child, our mother used to ask, go and find some grocery, go bring this from market, and we used to say, the shop might be closed. तो वो अम्मी कहती थी कि जी पुत्र तेरी नीयत ही खराब है, तू घरों ही ना लैके चलना है, तेनों बाहरों भी ना ही मिलनी. And I have seen it practically happening. When we have no in our mind, I tell you, we see everywhere no. And when we have good things in mind, we find good people, we feel motivated, we do things in a good way. All these things happen. So the business owner should be very positive minded. Similarly, the HR person should be very positive minded that we are going to achieve our goals, we are going to achieve our targets, and we have to double the production, we need double manpower. And now in which month we have to increase our production. So generally, if for example, let's talk about the beverage industry. The beverage industry, they start working in the month of January because they take peak in the month of March and April. Their requirements becomes more than double. So they prepare it in the month of January. They prepare all the products, they start stacking, and they put the material, I mean the finished goods, in warehouse in the month of February, and then in the month of March everything is available at retailers, wholesalers, distributors. But if you will start planning for March in February, what will happen? You are not going to meet the target. You are going to waste a lot of time. You are going to maybe your competitor will win the market, and he might have entered in the market with his products, and he is going to sell his product. Now let's talk about the service industry. There are two industries I told you. One is the production industry and the second is the service industry. Uh, how are you going to put in the same situation in a service industry? The need-based things come in service industry. For example, you have a software house, so you are bidding for a project, and you think you might be getting this project, and you are an HR person in that organization. So how are you going to plan for the talent or human resource needs for next year? This is a big challenge for you. Second, service industry is what? The banking sector. This is also service industry. So in banking sector, you have to ensure HR planning for next year. Then when we say HR planning, it doesn't mean that you only need HR planning to meet the new business requirement. You also need HR planning if people are leaving the organization. So you need to check what is the iteration rate in your organization. For example, in 2020, how many people were leaving the organization on monthly basis? What was the percentage? Monthly percentage, quarterly percentage, biannual percentage, and the annual percentage. If 8% is the iteration rate of your organization, so that means you have to make sure that 8% can be the iteration rate for the next year as well. And for that particular purpose, you need to make a proper plan that how are you going to fill in those vacancies. Okay, then second is thing other than iteration, what can be the other reason of recruitment? One is, let's say, the first reason of HR planning is what? The business expansion. The second reason can be the iteration rate in the organization. Do we have any other reason for HR planning? HR guys, wake up. No reason. कह रहा आज आप लोगों ने डिनर नहीं किया?
सर मैंने कर लिया है इसलिए शायद मैं ज्यादा ही सुस्त हो रही हूँ।
बताएं फिर।
सर इसमें जो रिटायरमेंट्स होती हैं दैट्स कैन बी एडेड और
Exactly.
नॉट.
Retirements we can add.
Retirements. Okay.
Anything else? Death. कोई मर जाता है फिर क्या होगा? Succession planning.
Yes.
So succession planning is basically, Mr. Inamur Rahman sent this word. Succession planning is for three types of situation. If somebody retires, if somebody dies, or if somebody leaves the organization. Again, iteration. In that case, how are we going to fill the top level positions? Do we need somebody from within the organization or do we need somebody from outside the organization? Okay.
Within the organization.
Yes. So do we have any person available within the organization or do we need to find somebody from the outside? If
Yes. First priority so within the organization ही होगी ना.
होनी चाहिए. It should be.
जी.
It should be.
But sir, it depends.
How? Depends on what?
Maybe the requirement of the position or the competency of that required person.
हाँ, yes, बोले क्या हुआ है उसको? Is not available in the organization. You want to say that we don't have that sort of person available within the organization, and that's why we need somebody from outside.
Yes.
This is again lack of planning. So when there is no proper HR planning, we
You will face, yes, you will face like this situation.
and then you will try to bring somebody outside the organization. And if you bring somebody from the market, he will come on his terms and conditions. And with his arrival in the organization, there can be demotivation within the organization.
Exactly, sir.
Exactly.
But our HR plan should be so strong that we should always cover these kind of positions as well in our mind, and we need to understand the kind of competencies which we will be needing. Let me show you a picture through my presentation.
So with the reference of same thing, may I ask a question, smaller question, reference of your own company, like you have been worked in Coke. So what would happen there when someone resigns? What they prefer initially, they hire from within the organization, or they directly advertise?
No, internal recruitment is the first step.
Okay, it means when if someone resigns, or if someone die, or if someone retired from the organization like Coke, so you have to plan initially. You have to you have to promote a person, or you have to make a succession planning. It means all things will continue side by side.
There is always succession planning available. There was already this system available, and people were already identified. For example, if somebody resigns from this position, so there are 2 or 3 people waiting in the pipeline to get that position.
But sir, how you arrange successors on a quarterly basis, or semi-annually basis, or annual basis, so that you have
Generally,
a very
generally,
contingent plan?
generally, it is recommended to do a succession planning on annual basis, but not
Annual
as the
basis.
part of performance management system. Generally, in organizations, they do succession planning as part of performance management system, but that is wrong approach. Uh, uh,
Yes.
it is an obsolete approach now. It used to be fine, but it was killing the actual objective of performance management system. So that's why now it is recommended to do this succession planning
Succession planning.
separately, other than performance management system.
Okay. But sir, does that impact on the already working employees?
No, it doesn't actually. How can it?
There may be some sort of, uh, it can create a negativity that the people are working. They will realize that this type of persons are basically HR preparing this sort of, standby positions. Is there, what should be the procedure then? How you make a succession planning in your organization? Can you quote a smaller example, sir?
Well, actually, we will discuss in detail in our succession planning lecture. But when you
Okay,
start succession planning, first of all, the first step of succession planning is that you identify the key position of the organization.
right.
So means the positions for which you need succession planning. It can be a junior position, it can be a senior position as well. For example, in Coca-Cola, there was a position which was a very junior level position, but it was very critical position. It was a key position because the resources for that position were not easily available.
Okay.
And let's say in the month of peak production, when your organization is working 24/7, and
Okay.
in the peak season, if that position becomes vacant due to any reason, because the person leaves or he dies or he retires, who is going to fill that position? So you need to arrange human resources in advance for that position. So you need to ensure that you have people who can be rotated or transferred to this position easily. So that becomes part of your succession planning.
Okay.
So in large scale organizations, succession planning process is relatively easier because how? Because they can afford to have some extra resources in their organization. But in small organizations, generally, the management avoids to have extra resources. They always try to control the payroll of the organization, and employees are always overburdened. So when somebody resigns in that organization, they take a lot of time to fill that vacancy. Either there is no succession planning, so because of no succession planning, they wait, they start they start the new hiring procedure, and when
Yeah.
they start
Yeah.
hiring procedure, it takes a lot of time to fill in that position, or because of that position is important for the organization, so what they do, they quickly try to fill that position, and when they quickly try to fill that position, they make a mistake.
Okay.
they make hiring mistake, and as a result of hiring mistake, when garbage comes in, oh ho, कहते हैं
The
ना
system
एक,
collapse.
no, not collapse, it destroys the system.
Yes.
कोलैप्स से पहले एक और स्टेज होती है जिसको कहते हैं डिस्ट्रक्शन, डिस्ट्रॉय होना.
Hmm.
डिस्ट्रॉय होने से भी पहले की एक स्टेज होती है.
Okay.
तो इसकी सेवरल स्टेजेस होती हैं डिस्ट्रक्शन की ना, यकदम नहीं चीज डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाती.
Right.
तो एनीवेज, सो गाइस, आर यू रेडी फॉर टुडेज असाइनमेंट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके,
Yes, sir.
लेट्स सी कि आज के ग्रुप्स कौन से बनते हैं.
Sir, it's HR planning of your organization.
क्या मतलब आपका?
No, sir. Assignment. Sir, can you